Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Forgotten on Endless. So after I loaded the game, these guys moved in out of the dark because sometimes when you load the game, AI armies get their movement points back, I think. Either that or sometimes AI armies don't move at all for some reason, and then when you load the game they remember that they can move. I don't know. It's either an AI bug or some other kind of bug. The important part is, it's not good. I don't really have a lot else to say about that. So, if they attack with both of these armies, this army has a settler in it. Okay, so this is only actually 3 units. If they attack with both of these armies, they have 5 units against my 5 units, but their units have better stats. Probably they have strategic gear on, which we desperately need, but cannot afford. All we really have to do is repel them. Right, if we can just survive, we can figure it out. So our focus for now has to be on repelling, I don't know, okay. If we move really quickly at the start of the turn, maybe we can catch these guys off guard? Yeah, but if I attack this army, I won't have an action point left. I won't be able to defend Lurtan, and Lurtan will fall for sure. Yeah, we just have to move up here and be ready. Okay. We had to try to get this guy out of the... Is that going to be in... No, it's not going to be in range of reinforcements. If they attack from this side, how wide is a battle area? Okay, if you count, you can see it's attacking from this space. So the axis of battle is left-right, which means that they are... The battle area extends 4 hexes to each side, off axis, on the orthogonal axis. So, 1, 2, 3. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, if we need to build one district for that to be a reinforcement. Okay, well, that's something to prioritize in the near future. For now, we just need to make sure that we are close to the city so that we get to be part of the action and hope that the battle goes well. I think we can do this with the, Oh, that army's moving away. We'll go. Get up there, get close. Oh, boy. They have 3 settlers in their armies, in their city garrison? That's weird. Alright, well, here goes. We do have 4 Predators. I know that we don't have good weapons, but Predator's mark is dangerous. So, do we want the militia to start here? Let's talk a little bit about why I hate fighting these guys in the early game. Dakari Rangers are really, really good at the thing they're good at. They're one of the most specialized units in the game, I think, because they're most archers are not tough, but I feel like with the Dakari Rangers it's exaggerated. They are like paper, but they have 4 range and they have forest range, which gives them plus 50% attack. Actually, they have 80 base attack and we have 55 base defense on these guys. So actually, probably the forest range is going to be irrelevant. They have so much attack that they're already getting the best version of the attack table, even without the bonus for forest range. And their defense is so low that the defense boost from standing in the forest is actually probably not going to affect our attack table either. But the 4 range is going to be a real problem, especially with them coming in through this heavily forested area. Fortunately, we have our own archers. If we were going to have to try to solve this with melee troops, we would never get it done. So I'm going to place my militia like... No, let's do it like this. We'll make these guys come forward. I don't want them to be able to fight us from back there. Alright, everybody focus on this. Were they trying to target... Oh no! I had assumed they would be trying to target the settler. AI units have a crazy bloodlust for settlers. It makes total sense if you understand the rules of the game, but I find it a little bit jarring that the AI does it because it's such a gamey thing to do, you know? Oh god. So we're not hitting these guys very hard. They have a lot of defense. The ended are significantly more hardy. I'm wondering if maybe I should try to ignore them with the... Yeah, maybe let's focus the Predators on their archers. I think we're going to get a little bit more bang for our buck this way. Our melee troops will keep trying to mix it up with their melee troops. Fortunately, the distraction does seem to be working. We're having a little trouble getting range or dealing any damage at all, and now I'm getting punched by a settler. You know, I've never seen a settler kill a unit before. This is the first time for everything, and it looks like it might actually end up being here. No, seriously, you guys, you have to get this done. It's like really important that these archers die. Okay. Yeah, this thing where they're doing so much damage. I cannot take hits for 60 very often, you know? Alright, they have better range than we do, but we're finally starting to get in there. Unfortunately, it looks like we will not be getting a kill this turn. I assigned a different target to this archer because I figured this guy would be dead before he could even get in range. We're kind of getting massacred here. They have a lot more troops than we do, and they have a serious mobility with the flyers and stuff. Fortunately, my archers go before most of their troops do, which means that we're not getting our attack stolen, which is really important. Oof. That guy survived. Okay, he gets an attack at least. Oh, nice. A militia at least gave as good as he got that time. Wait, was that a militia? That was one of our assassins, actually. Now my militia are all... or my Predators are all splitting their targets because they no longer have explicit targeting from me. That turn actually went really well. Oh, and that guy backed off from the archer, too. That is a crazy thing to do. What a bad play. Okay, so now the question... Obviously, the militia are pretty secondary. The question is, do we focus on the other ended or the other ranger? No, it's gotta be the ranger. Let's have the assassin go after the ended, and we'll have... our archers will kill their archer. Everybody focus on targets who aren't militia. I don't really care what happens to the militia. Unfortunately, that guy dies. But our assassin can control this guy's targeting, so we don't have to deal with him. Alright. This is actually going okay. I don't know why you needed to run all the way in. Couldn't you have shot him from here? It's like standing next to a bunch of enemies is a really bad plan for a ranged unit. Yeah, now you're at negative morale when you could have just stood here and still gotten the shot. Right, assassin holds him still. This is sort of what our plan is going to be in general. Assassin holds enemies still, and then the Predators shred them from a distance. We are actually holding up admirably here, I think. I'm really frustrated that we didn't get the kill. But, yeah, we gave better than we got there. So we lost an assassin and a Predator and a militia in exchange for wiping out their primary army. They did not bring in the smaller army as reinforcements. So I have no idea how many troops they have. Our primary goal right now is just to break their assault and make them cut it out. Basically, hey, stop it. And then once we have them not actively attacking us every second, then we can fall back and improve our economy some more and do all that stuff. I think I do want to maybe prioritize the like we have to get one district up here so that we're in defense range of the city no matter which direction they attack it from. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. So actually, it is currently the case that attacking from this space is, I think, the only way that doesn't already involve this city. Yeah. If this is the axis of attack, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is in this line. So if we build one district, then they can't attack the city without involving this city's garrison. Six turns. I think it's worth it. 3 turns until the faction quest moves forward. And we're very close to getting a free hero, which will be really, obviously really valuable. We're a little dust-starved at this point. We have good income, but we have to survive for a little while. We basically can't spend anything either. We gotta get alchemical alloys, and then we gotta get the retrofit costs, so... we've had better days, but this is not... Also not... It's not even the worst situation I've been in on this channel playing as Endless... Or playing as Forgotten on Endless. The last Forgotten on Endless game, which we did end up winning, got in a real bad place near the beginning. So how do I want to push these guys, or do I just want to play reactive? The thing is, I don't want to push them in such a way that I end up scrapping with the garrison of a city. If I can get the 2 haunts alone, I'd like to. Fortunately, we can kind of probe for information here without necessarily getting caught and attacked. Whew, alright. Alright, just calming down a little bit. You know, I was very nervous about how that whole thing was going to go. So I do think it's interesting that Blue built so many settlers, and they're just sitting there. It's really weird. Oh my god, you know what I do not have time for right now is your garbage. What are they doing? They're coming all the way over here. But do I need to attack these? Huh. It's very strange. Anyway, so let's do this. Obviously, be going for titanium equipment because that's what we have a lot of. I think the assassin actually would benefit from going glass steel instead, though. We only have 1 assassin left, right? Yeah. Okay, so it's a lot of dust to upgrade all of the stuff. 510 to get us in real fighting shape. Oh, that sucks. And we don't have any market technology either. If we had this, we could sell a bunch of something. I guess I don't really have a lot of something to sell. We do have enough wine to pop a booster, which remarkably does get us this. It's so weird that this had not been taken yet. But we popped 4 boosters, and so we achieve 130 free wine. This, obviously, moving up into Happy has tremendously increased our income. So actually, 510 is not that many turns of waiting. Do I have to attack these guys? To keep them from... Because I think they're going to run around and pillage stuff. And we just really can't afford a lot of economic interruption. Yeah, we can fight these guys. Because this can involve both of the militias. And we can just have our units stand way back and let the militia do all the work. So, everybody starts as far this way as possible. Oh, actually, we can start even further back. Okay, glorious. Alright, and all the real units just... Actually... No, I want the Predators to go in. You guys, the Assassins, need to stay put. But once these guys have moved forward, I think it's, yeah, like, this is a perfectly sensible thing to do. I think we should be okay on this. Ow. These things hit pretty hard. Or at least they have the capacity to hit pretty hard. Please do not kill my assassins. Okay, 20 damage is fine. We need to get our house in order here, man. We cannot have marauding minor factions running around. It's embarrassing. Some Bush League play. Okay, let's probe a little bit more. I do not see that army. It went somewhere, I know not where. So, on the attack, which city do we take first? This city is going to be more developed, because they had it earlier. On the one hand, that means that taking this city first deprives them of a greater portion of their economy. On the other hand, it means that this city is a little bit less likely to have huge fortifications and a full garrison. But I don't think we can afford to play a game of inches with these guys. It has to be pretty brutal and decisive. I'm trying to think. There's nothing here that's worth buying out, right? We need to hold all of our dust for retrofitting. I'm pretty sure that's right. Once Samaj has put up its defensive altar, we can build another unit. Okay. Go to some ruins in Aldadev. Man, I cannot pull my army away for this. We can send one guy. Free hero is, I think, far too valuable, especially since she's actually like an okay military unit. Free hero's too valuable not to go for. Do I drop the assassin then? No, I think he's serving a pretty valuable role. Let's send one of the level 1s. Yeah. Alright, we'll have Lertan build the next Predator with gear in hand already. Oh, Ziema Adya, Guliyawa rather, can actually steal now. Yes, please steal us a technology. So let's get... They have Imperial coinage. Yeah, I think that's gotta be right. We take Imperial coinage and then... How much is stuff selling for? What are the prices on luxuries right now? I hate to sell wine, but we do have extractors. 15.7 per wine. Also, I do have gold. Yeah, gold is actually relevant. Okay. Sell price is 5. We need to make so much money. So demand is going to crash as we sell. And the price is going to go down further. Yeah, look at that. But we made some money there. We have to make 383 gets these guys set. The price of gold is a little higher, and the gold's coming in just as quickly, so let's sell a little bit of that. We're unlikely to get actual value out of these Titan bones, because we'd have to find so many more. So I think we can make that sacrifice. Retrofit these guys at least. Be a little bit more ready if they come through. Spy was unnoticed while performing the action. That is the best possible outcome. If your spy is not caught performing the copy technology action, then the player that you perform the action on does not get any notification at all. As far as he knows, nothing happened. There's no reason for him to believe there's a spy in his city. I'm definitely not going to try anything cheeky. Wow, these guys are way deep in their territory, and my guys are split up. So there's no sense in maintaining the forward position. Let's fall back. Let the lone Predator do the thing. I am intentionally not retrofitting that one, because if something dumb happens and I get caught and end up having to do a retreat cycle... Okay, they market banned us, but they did it a turn too late for it to be the most painful. This would be all of our influence. We can't quite afford to do that, because I think we do need this. That being the case... Do I want to reduce the cost of units that we can keep building? Yeah, probably. We're definitely having some problems with the cost of units, so... Alright, we get the last level of Double or Nothing, which increases our hero's seniority bonus, basically meaning that every time that she succeeds on a spy action, her next spy action is a little bit faster. You can get into a pretty high-speed cycle. You'll notice Aldo Dev only has 30 security. That's pretty good for us. So yeah, I think this unit's actually going to get caught for sure. With him massing as many units as he is, I don't know that we're going to be able to thread this needle. We don't need her to not get caught. We just need her to not get killed. Four turns. Okay. At this point, if she gets killed, it's not the end of the world. We'll have 6 units. She needs to secure us a hero. The fortification damage on the Predators is not awesome. But they're so much better at actually fighting than the assassins are, just due to the sort of the primacy of ranged weapons. Oh, they split their units up. Oh, they have a watchtower, though. Their borders are not formally closed to me, but they will be soon. We just have to... Yeah, I mean, this is not too hard. We're going to be able to do this. I don't know if we're going to be able to get this guy out, but we're definitely going to be able to get in. Come on. Search it. Go, go, go. Go, 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 go. Alright, start running. Okay. Hero obtained. Get double or nothing to level 2 in order to move the faction quest forward. Oh, God. And combat has begun. Alright, what do we have this time? Interestingly, unhealed. A lot more, like, real units this time, though. Well, these guys are upgraded and ready. Ready as we're getting. All we have to do is not lose the city. And at this point, like, we're ready to turn things around now. Alright, so they attacked us with only 2 units. They actually have to, let's make sure we move you forward. They actually have to stream in slowly. So this gives us a little bit better move, I think. A little bit better chance to control them as they enter. We still need not to be getting hit for 60 all the time. Was that your target? I thought I had the assassin and the predator on the same target. We have to make sure that people move off of the reinforcement slots so that we can keep bringing more in. Otherwise, this happens where they're not getting their reinforcements quickly enough because of the... Man, they are just killing all of our units trivially, though. Alright, yes, can you guys actually shoot at them, please? Our damage is good enough now that if we actually attack the targets, we will kill them. Let's try to focus up, though. So yeah, if anything, I think we're taking more damage than we were last time, but we're also dealing a hell of a lot more. Well, there goes all the fortification on those guys. Come on, 0. Nope. Needed a 0 to prevent the chain lightning. Alright, 107. Pretty okay. Can you kill him? Not quite. But, like, this looks a lot better, right? I think we're actually gonna, geez, we're actually gonna lose all of our units is what we're actually gonna do. Yeah, and then none of my archers get to attack this turn because they get punched and murdered. Alright, we're gonna lose 2 predators, it looks like. Which is pretty backbreaking, especially considering our current situation vis-a-vis strategic resources. The fact that we just don't have access to them. And we can't buy more because we've been market banned. Oh, thank God they attacked the one that had the fortification still on. Alright, come on, you can do this. Finish him off. Alright, great backstab. Okay, well, that sucked. We lost a Predator and an Assassin who had irreplaceable weapons. Alright. And you have to run. Alright, we just have to remember to mash the move key here so that we move. Alright, Ziema Adya gets into the action. She does not come with her fancy swords, unfortunately. We'll have to unlock those. But we can at least level up her gear. We have some dust left over now, thanks to our very, very sweet income. We're just going to give her the tier 2 swords, because... Oh, sorry, sword and axe. Ah, boy. So this is just 3 Dakari Rangers, but 3 Dakari Rangers is a real problem for me. They have a lot of range. So we're at 440. We could start buying into some more stuff now. We're suffering bad enough expansion disapproval penalties that the central market would be really powerful. Oof. It costs almost exactly all of our dust. I will not be buying it right now. We need to make sure that we have enough money to do some stuff in a real hurry should we need to. Alright, Tural, what are you doing? Oh, you're building a glass steel extractor, I think. Right? Glass steel extractor is 1 turn. Burrow is 4 turns, yeah. It is better to actually build an extractor. Okay, so here comes our first strategic resource income. It's going to be, unfortunately, a little slower than I would like. Alright, here we go. Get out of there before that pink army attacks you again. Honestly, this is not... I know it looks really bad, and that's because it is. But it's not going as poorly as I thought it might. I thought we might be, like, dead. Like to have to start a new game time. Oh, they're gonna go take some Muntia, and I'm not in range to defend it. And we did get the 37, which is cool. We don't have an actual material use for it. Alright, you guys are close enough to help. Well, it looks like they're not going to go after it this turn. That's actually really great for us. So, what do I want to do then? Well, first of all, we give the city something to do. It makes no sense to have it focused on borough streets because it can never complete a borough street while under siege. So let's have it just build a unit. 28 turns. Yeah, we'll have it put a little bit of production into a unit. It's more important that it keep producing dust. We don't have to move the unit up in the queue. It will focus on trying to make this. Yeah, I think we're okay. I think we're okay to buy that out. And we have the glass steel starting to come in that will actually allow us to build them. That said, do I need to focus on... Yeah, let's make military units for a little while. Let's fill up that city's garrison, probably, at least. Alright, this is another one of those situations where I'm going to want to really spam on the perform your moves button. This city would go up to Fervent if I built the central market here. No, let's make some units. Even if they're not great units, just having some units around to fill garrisons can be really powerful defensively. Alright, come on guys, go, go, go. Winter. That's not good. Winter is not where you want to be when you're trying to send units to reinforce something. Yeah, I know. But as you can see, a small amount of industry is getting applied every turn. It's just they only output 6 industry per turn, so... -3 food on terrain anomalies that provide food, but +3 industry on terrain anomalies that provide industry. That's actually a really positive winter effect most of the time, I think. Industry is the thing that you're really hungry for most of the time. Alright, well I feel confident that we can drive these guys out. Oh man, a little bit of income. Actually, hold on. I'm pretty sure that I screwed up the assassin design. Yeah, they're dual-wielding swords. That's just silly. You want your assassins to be going sword-axe if you're dual-wielding, because that way you get both infantry slayer and ranged slayer. Their dual-wield trait causes them to only get 50% of the attributes from the offhand, but you do get full use of the offhand's capacities. There's no benefit to dual sword or dual axe, as far as I know. Okay. Where can we like merge up? Where can everybody get to? Alright, that'll do. Oh, Lurtan has to move somebody onto food. More than one somebody. Okay, there we go. That's a little bit of a shame. We'll be okay. Alright, and I'm pretty sure there's no way, like I said, I'm pretty sure there's no way now to attack Lurtan without involving Somaj, which makes it a lot more secure. Because even if you have nothing else going on, 5 militia is just, that's a lot more to fight through. If I know anything about numbers, after all of my... Oh god, what is this? That is a single-ended. Okay, I think it can hold out against a single-ended. People are moving up in the tech eras. That's era 4, beginning on turn 46. Pretty harsh. Yep, it worked. Okay. They do get to bring in their reinforcements from Jagarak, which is 3 militia and 1 Dakari Ranger 5, which is a new design. So let's... Remember, when you have fortification, chain lightning doesn't work. So I'm going to send... These guys will try to focus on this. These two can... Obviously, we're not going to get our pick of who gets to move. That's why we have to make sure to assign 2 guys to it. But we want to make sure somebody is pressuring that archer as quickly as possible. Alright. This is going to be a pretty tough battle. But I feel confident that we will at the very least survive it. It's going to be ugly. Oof. So we don't actually manage to get anybody onto the archer because their units deal a lot of damage. And ours really don't. Jesus, 16? Can you guys please at least try to deal some damage? So no, we are going to lose the city, aren't we? And it's like almost entirely the fault of this archer stripping people's fortification before the ended hits them. Well, okay, if we lose the city at this point, I'm not as concerned as I was a couple of turns ago. We can definitely just take the city back. But that means that we can't play defense on this anymore. Alright, so on this coming turn, we will attack. We will attack from this space so as not to potentially involve that garrison. Yeah, we have to kill this army and then go back and get our city quickly. We don't have the dust to buy out this assassin. We will next turn, because the cost is going to go down to about 200. And you're at Infiltration level 3 again, so why don't you steal us a new tech? Because we could really use something. How about... Imperial Highways would be nice. Awesome. Unnoticed. The moment our spy gets noticed, they're gonna, first of all, rush tech and then rush build security buildings and then perform a roundup, and the security of the city is gonna go up to 90, like, really quickly. So we have to cherish these moments where we're not getting noticed. Alright. Here we go. Come on. And the moment that our guys move, that's how we know the turn has started. And it would be the time that we would pull dudes out of the garrisons, except that we don't have any dudes to pull. Okay, and a pink spy is decreasing the population in Somaj. What a crappy thing for them to do. Okay, let's manual this and try desperately to survive. Is there a place I can start where they won't be able to shoot me? I don't think so, the way this is laid out. Because you can move to here on the first move and then go 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's actually only one spot on the entire map that is safe. You get to go in that spot. But I don't have to give them all free shots, right? You can move to here. 1, 2, 3, 4. My concern is that she only has move 2. But I guess it also doesn't really matter if she dies, right? Let's put her here. I appreciate this. Everybody started with the right plan in their heads. Yeah, this draws that guy's fire and prevents him from moving forward, which makes movement really awkward for everybody else, and lets us get a couple of shots in here. Actually, it might be enough to kill him. Nope, didn't get lucky enough. Okay, but that was a good start. That was, I think, like the best way that could have started, because we're going to lose units on this turn. Oh, we're going to keep focusing on the hero. They're going to split their damage even better. That's fantastic for us. So actually, depending on how this plays out, we might kill them right now. Oh no, our units are moving in illogical ways that prevent them from attacking. Okay, so we have to endure one more attack. Hopefully, these guys shoot the hero. They're not shooting the hero, but they are shooting someone who has high health, which is almost as good. Okay, so we managed to pull that defense without losing anybody. Our army's in a very fragile state, and we will certainly lose people on this next move where we go to take our city back. But, things could really be going worse. They really, really could be. Okay, so we will buy that guy out. We're out of move, right? Can you merge up now? Okay. It's a really inconvenient winter. You want winter to fall right as people are deciding they want to go march on your city, not after they've gotten to you and started the siege. Because now yeah, this should be a 2-turn move, and instead it will be a 3-turn move to get our city back. Alright, so once we've taken Lurtan back, I mean, I'm just kind of assuming this is all going to go off without a hitch, right? Once we've done this, though, I feel like we're actually in the driver's seat again. Alright, and Ziama Adya is getting her XP quickly, which is good for us. Keep morale high. I think we'll build the right-of-ways first so that we can try to conserve strategics for building units. We may have to negotiate the end of the market ban with the roving clans, or just throw it off, whichever ends up being influence cheaper, because at some point we're probably going to need to buy stuff, but right now is not the time, I don't think. We have one guy in this army who's not retrofitted. Well, that's not something I can fix. In a couple of turns I can change their design to use glass steel, but that's in a couple of turns. At least we're doing okay on dust now. So yeah, as you can see, there are no units in the city garrison. Units don't start to generate in the garrison while it's still low on ownership. And oh, there's a sea monster. That's a great big somebody else's problem right there. Alright, if we're really lucky, they won't even have included any... They won't even have left an army in the area, and we'll take it back without even having to fight. And if that happens, then there was really very little cost to losing the city. Yeah, they're building stuff for us and everything. We can probably auto that. Really? They stood and fought? What an incredibly stupid thing to do. Well, okay then. That was bizarre. Things have been not awesome. But we're headed toward awesome. So I'm not sure I want to run the try to run the demon out here right now because this guy's going to cause a problem. All right, Lertan needs to. Yeah, winter won't be 6 turns. I feel comfortable taking everybody off food. We won't lose a point of population, and we need to just get, like I said, just raw units into our cities. Alright, so I guess this is the time when we go on the offensive. I know it doesn't feel awesome, but if we're ever going to have a time to attack them, like now when we've just killed a bunch of their troops, is the time. Okay, the end of the winter is fairly pleasant. Is there a cliff here preventing me from going down from this space? There is, okay. Alright, I assume that's still pink messing with us. Wow, that's, yep, 7 units. It is what it is. Oh. Okay. Oh, these are only Dakari Ranger 2s. That's good. That does not speak to him having a tremendous amount of real troops left. You know, I'd really like it if we didn't get attacked by this guy, but I kind of don't have the ability to care about that right now. We just kind of have to... We have to get on the track. Now, these demons have flying, and they're pretty fast. So, hopefully we can get to the city without getting attacked too much. So I see that there's a very small sea region here, it looks like, with a single fortress in it. And I would love to take advantage of that, but I don't really think that it's feasible to do so. Let's steal another technology. No reason to stop until they make us stop. Hold up. Do we need aquapulvistics? I can't remember. We have some... We have some river tiles. That's yeah, Samuntia has river. There's quite a few river tiles. The other cities don't really, although, you know, aquapulvistics does apply to standing water as well. Yeah, let's go ahead and get aquapulvistics out of it. How far off of Era 3 are we? 4 techs. Alright, so really it's like, it's aquapulvistics or mercenary market. Maybe it should be mercenary market. We're making good dust now. We should probably try to hire governors. Yeah, but aquapulvistics is an income tech. Income tech is better earlier. Spy was badly injured during the action. Wow, that's extreme. Actually, I don't know if you can get badly injured when the city's at only 30%. I should definitely have looked at the odds on that, because we may have gone a little harder than we should have there. Well, so do I want to turn around and fight? Or do I want to just push on their city and make them come to me? I think the answer is probably turn around and fight. The next tech we would buy would be this, so we're at 543 for tech costs now. What we really need to do is pillage stuff. So if we go and commit to the siege, armies that are committing siege can't reinforce. So, my god, they're gonna do this thing. They're just gonna assault me with 1,000,000 units from every side all the time. Why can't I? There we go. Just not allowing me to initiate attack. Alright, well, 3 Dakari Ranger 5s in the garrison of that city. I don't know if we're going to be able to do this. Alright, we have to really, really hope not to get them reinforcing. Also, this is ridiculous. They should not get to start here. So we have to put our assassin in a position where he can get to that guy to prevent chain lightning from ripping through our entire army. So we have 3 move. Actually, he's already in a position where he can get to that guy, right? This is not cliffed. Yeah, I think so. This is gonna suck though. He will focus on that. Yeah, they're bringing in the reinforcements, so we're in real bad shape then. On the plus side, if we do manage to win this, it puts us in a very, very good position for dealing with their city. That is not what you were supposed to... You were supposed to run around here and attack. Okay, well, that guy completely disregarding his orders is definitely going to hurt us. Yeah, that's ridiculous. We'll kill the Haunt. Yeah, we'll kill the Haunt. Possibly now? Yeah, we should kill him. But that's a lot of damage that we should not have taken. And for some reason, everybody's really not down with their orders. So that's possibly the end of the battle. Honestly, that little thing going wrong, I think, killed us. Because yeah, we don't get to attack. They have huge range and an initiative bonus. Not initiative bonus, but the initiative advantage rather, which makes us pretty much unable to fight back. And for some reason, this guy's gonna take the slowest possible path so that we can't even get an attack off. Well, the good news is that losing this battle does not immediately cost us a city, because they didn't attack the city, I attacked their army. The bad news is that we no longer have an army, and we don't have the strategic resources to put a new army together. So what do I do? We could try to cobble together an army using mostly iron equipment. That's pretty much guaranteed to fail, though. Ugh, we didn't even manage to wipe them out. And then this is going to be a slaughter. Well, we want to start as close to the Dakari Ranger as possible. Her hiding in that little crevice is going to make things difficult. Okay, well, we'll be on her this turn. The morale penalty may help. The Dakari Rangers have very poor defensive stats. Like, this battle is probably actually going to go to our militia. It's just, this guy's going to lose his fight. But it may... No, it's not going to take long enough. I was going to say it may take long enough that we don't actually lose the city, but no, it's not going to. I guess I should have done that at some point. This is probably... No, we still have enough time to move away from the Haunt. We might still pull this off. You have to hit her pretty hard here. Oh, you did hit her pretty hard. And then you have to run. It can't reach him, but if he were to attack it, the counterattack would kill him. Okay, well, we held that city very briefly. So, how do we make this work? With half a point of move left and you can't move into the ruins, you may as well grab the pearls. So this is just one Dakari Ranger. Yeah, this Dakari Ranger will not win the fight for the city. This, however, is a loss. This is really bad. Can we buy out... You have 34 attack, 37 damage, and 42 defense, compared to his 101 attack, 55 damage, and 64 defense. So with 64 defense, attacks that have 34 attack are going to do half damage, if you believe the table, half damage 75% of the time, 0 damage 25% of the time. I think it is demonstrably 0 damage more often than 25%, but that means the expected value of an attack is half damage at 18. And this guy has 81 health, so we'd have to hit him 5 times-ish. We won't get 5 times. If we have 2 demons, how much is it to buy one of these out from full? 521, so that can't happen. We can buy this one out. Demon plus horribly injured militia. Well, the militia will die, actually, I think, because the city is out of fortification now. We lost the fortification in the battle. I don't think it's worth spending the dust. This is rough. Well... So this guy actually needs to be going this way. He doesn't need to participate in the battle for Lurtan. The four militia should be able to beat that guy. He can't kill them all as they approach. Although I guess he will get his city's garrison. Moving to right here is a good. This'll get him in this battle, and they'll still. We're going to lose Samuntia and take it back, though. We don't have an option. We don't have a way of holding it. We're in really dire straits. How much is it to buy out like one of these guys from full? 498. So we can't even do that very often. Wait a minute. What? That's... I think we were seeing a little tooltip bug that was informing us that we had the dust income that we had. But I don't see why it should be... Oh, it's... Right. The income of cities is all screwed up when they're sieged. I have to say, this is a pretty desperate situation. This is like the worst... This is now the worst we've had in the early game as the Forgotten. It is no longer better than that other game. Alright. Samuntia falls. It's not worth spending dust to preserve it because the Daemon will not be able to hold off the Haunt. But maybe buy this Daemon out to shorten this battle as much as possible, and then use these Daemons to go and retake Samuntia, because that should be feasible. Alright, we just gotta make sure that our Daemon moves into range of the battle here. Come on. Sometimes I do wish this game had, like, proper turn order. Yeah, Samuntia falls. No surprises there. This guy just bails. Do I want to pursue? No, I don't think so. Yeah, the militia can hold him off. How expensive is it to get Ziema back? It's probably pretty cheap, right? Yeah. heroes that are low level are not very expensive to buy out. Actually, I'm not going to apply her to this army yet, though, because she will limit their movement. I want them to move and then get her at the after their move next turn. And you, I guess, can just make more punk-ass demons? Like, what we should probably do is upgrade the demon design, but this is going to make them expensive enough that they're actually kind of hard to build. We're having serious problems. We're still in our establishing phase, and this this war against an enemy who is so very much economically superior to us is really taking a toll. I suppose we ought to probably put tier 2 weapons on too. That's sensible. Alright, I think that was worth doing. Really pretty torn about the whole thing. Okay. Oh, yeah. Lurten, yeah, do this. Gosh, we just need to get stuff done. We need to get things finished. We need to deal with these minor factions. This is really pretty embarrassing how this is going right now. Especially this thing where we're losing cities to armies that are tiny and weak because our own army is so much tinier and weaker. We definitely got to keep that rolling. Okay, it looks like he's just going to give it up. He's running away. It's just nuisance claiming of cities. Okay, so that's a real army. We need to move to this space and then retake the city. That is not going to involve their army. If we attack it from the northwest at that angle, it will involve their army's reinforcements. They teleported forward. Come on. Man, if that was me, it would not have let me move my army in time. Alright, Ended 3 are slightly less tough than the Ended that we have been facing, but this is one of the top tier Rangers. That's just a settler. We cannot win this fight, though. Fairly sure. But we do have the benefit of flying troops, at least this time. But we have the significant detriment of having no initiative benefit, or no initiative advantage, which means that... Yeah, I clicked here. Which means that the Haunts are going to get to us before we can move toward the Archer, so there's no reason to try to start near the Archer. Let's just spread out a little bit so that they can't get any chain lightning. And who is the higher initiative of the two? This guy? Okay, everybody try to kill him. Hey, we got one whole turn where we weren't getting attacked. Alright, hero dies immediately. Yep. How do you like the chain lightning? 29 damage. There's such a big difference. Such a big difference between Iron Gear and gear made of actual strategics. At least weapons, I mean. Armor, not so much. 73, ow. These guys are cool because they have a lot of life, the demons. But, man, when the other stats are so bad, it doesn't even matter. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Okay, that was good damage. We dealt real damage there. Unfortunately, the settler didn't die, even with that big hit. Chain lightning off of we have sweep strike back on our claws. The settler would have died on that other hit if he had not had 3 points of fortification. So the amazing teleporting forward army is going to be a real problem. We lose. Yeah, I don't think that there's anything we can do that stops them from taking our capital, and then without the capital down to just Lurten and Tural, we don't have the economic ability to fight back enough to make them back off. So they'll take the rest of it. Out of curiosity... No. I wouldn't, obviously, because losing a city is the same thing as losing the game at this point. Yeah, well, I guess we lose. That's unfortunate. I really liked a lot of things about our start, but I was not able to pull this one out. It's unfortunate. So, what did we learn? What did we gain from this loss? Well, for one thing, I learned that you really cannot waste any time going for real weapons. With the other races, you can kind of just let science happen as it happens. With these guys, science is an active process, right? Like, you have to actually expend resources every time you want to gain a tech. And we just cannot... We cannot not have our tech for that long. Now, one thing that we could be trying to do here is get Ziema a little more quickly. Get to that part of the faction quest. Because getting to level 3 Infiltration to earn Ziema can be followed immediately with a tech steal, and that tech steal can get the weapons tech that's now escaping the name of which is escaping, alchemical alloys. So that is probably the way we want to get alchemical alloys, by doing a tech steal rather than by buying it. That means we need to really, really devote a lot of attention to our faction quest. Plus, the free hero's nice. Free hero, even though she's not a great hero, it's just so unlikely that you'll have enough money to be buying a lot of heroes with all of the other stuff you also have to be doing. And the resources we expended on expanding quickly really sort of bit us in the ass here. Like, we probably would have had a better army if we had not been building settlers so much, and I'm not convinced it was the wrong thing to do, but I definitely didn't handle it ideally. And we kind of got some bad luck as far as strategic resources go. As you can see, there's not a ton of strategic resources anywhere on the land. I have not noticed, in general, a lot fewer resource deposits with Tempest enabled, but it may be that the resource deposits are thinned out a little bit. To be perfectly honest, there's some chance that there's just strategics here, and we actually never had the time to fully explore our regions. Ugh. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode of Forgotten on Endless and this game of Forgotten on Endless. I'm as bummed as you guys are. Come back next time. We're gonna be attacking this problem with a renewed focus. Everything is about getting alchemical alloys as quickly as possible. Remember, if we tech steal it, we don't actually have to be in Era 2 to get it. Usually, I put a lot of focus on getting to Era 2, and the reason I do that is so that we can get alchemical alloys, but maybe with the Forgotten, that doesn't have to be first priority. Okay, let's think about that in the day to come. Tomorrow, new game, new problems, probably actually a lot of the same problems, but we're going to figure it out, and we'll see you then.